Hi, good morning. Welcome to another episode of Josh and Kelly.
We have been in kind of southwestern Montana over the weekend and stuff at the big thing, which you'll have seen. And it had some extreme temperatures. It was in like 105 or something, I think, yesterday, and 103 the day before. It was getting a little bit warm. Had no air conditioning, nothing. We were just out in it. So we are seeking higher elevations today to try and get a little cooler. We are currently in Helena, and it's going to be 93 here, and it's still nowhere near cool enough. So we are heading to higher elevations and heading to someplace we've never been before. So we'll show you.
Josh just went into the back to check the electrical, and we're approaching from the east, and this side you can see it's all flat farmland. And then on the other side, he's back now. It's you can see all the silhouettes of the mountain. It's kind of gray, hazy day.
Can't wait to get up there. Those mountains are looking nice, especially on a hot day. I mean, it's not super hot. It's like in the mid 80s at the moment, but it's got a bit of humidity to it. So to get up there where it's going to be cool and refreshing, nice. So we are in Glacier. This is a place called Two Dogs Flat. And we were told that this is nice, these views are great, but on the other side of the pass, Logan Pass, which is kind of where we're heading, it's spectacular. So we'll see, but yeah, these are really nice views.
This drive in here is really beautiful. Trying to capture some of the lake and the mountains on that side. They're just so large. Look at this. That water.
That water gives it a different feel and a different look, but in some ways this reminds me of Zion with all these, driving down this valley with these towering, rock formations on either side. It's amazing. Getting some amazing views here. You can see all that. Amazing views, but really hard to find a spot. Ooh, somebody's pulling out. We're pulling in. Really hard to find spots. This is crowded. Super, super crowded. So we've just come over Logan Pass. There's Kelly trying to take some photos for the gram. But yeah, the pass was just up here. And up there somewhere, just behind those trees, is the visitor center. But there were so many people in that parking lot, and everyone was circling. There's no hope of getting in. But here, you can see some spectacular stuff. Like these waterfalls. Going up there, amazing. Really, really nice. So, yeah, the views are incredible. It's a little windy here. Hopefully you can hear me. It's a little windy, but beautiful. Looking down the valley here, past the pass. And then we have Soph in here, barking her head off because she's very unhappy that she can't come out. She is not a happy camper. So we're coming down the west side of Logan Pass, and really it's kind of opening up into this kind of much wider valley. And I don't think the mountains are quite as high. Some of them still got snow and stuff on them, but I think the vegetation is going higher up because they're not as steep and as rugged as well. So they're a lot more green going up. You can see right there, but there's still snow up there. And I think eventually this is going to take us all the way down to the very bottom of this valley, and then eventually out of the park. And we're going to try and find ourselves a place maybe in the national forest to camp, because you're not allowed to camp in the actual national park, except of course at campgrounds. And all of that is usually not only booked out, but also very limiting for us and for Soph in particular. So yeah, we're going to try and find ourselves a place in the national forest where we have a lot more freedom to do what we want, and walk her and that kind of thing. But this is still beautiful. Here we are in a national park, and we're in traffic, and lots of it. So this traffic jam goes up here around the bend as far as you can see. And yeah, I have no idea how long we're going to be sitting in this, but it's certainly not ideal. Not that any traffic's ideal, but certainly not in a national park. But yes, we are, I think, kind of getting close to heading out of here. And we are going to go to, I guess, maybe the nearest national forest, or someplace close by at least, to find us at a camp for the night. And I'm hoping we get a good view, at least looking back at these mountains here. So we got some deer crossing the road. So I'm not very happy about it. That's kind of the only wildlife we've seen. Seen some deer, and that's about it. So our little heroine, tell us about your little adventure.
We stopped to have a little bite to eat and stretch our legs and walk Sophie after going through Glacier. We're still in the parking lot of Glacier, and Josh was speaking with the gentleman next door to us, and then he locked himself out. So the windows were down about this much, and then Josh and him walked around and got 2 coat hangers, and then they solicited help from another guy who had this long pole, the kind that you do for like an awning. So it was long, it just had like a little like L at the end. So we were back and forth, and I was trying to get the hanger in and pull the thing up, and then eventually with this really long pole I was able to stick my arm as far in as I could go. I still have this big dent on my arm, it's probably going to be bruised, and reached in, and I lifted the keys off the passenger seat that were sitting there because we couldn't get the lock, and then pulled it back with one hand, and then we got the keys out. So yeah, I was pretty excited to help him. This guy is traveling from the East Coast, his first day here. He has a campsite here in Glacier, was down in the water. He only had 1 key. Like, the company is like nowhere around, so I don't know what he was going to do. So yeah, we're so thankful that it worked out for him, for sure.
And it's a good thing that Kelly has such skinny little arms, being the skinny mini that she is, that she could fit in there, because I mean, it was like inch and a half. It was really all it was. Like, it was not very much, but she could stick a little arm right in there, and she managed to get it. So yeah, so that was good. Kelly to the rescue. So here we are at the end of a long day and a long search for a place to stay. So when we left after Kelly kind of rescued the guy from his lock in the car, she's still looking at her arm with, she thinks it's going to be marked or bruised, but you know, it was a tiny space she was stuffing her hand into.
It is marked.
Yeah, she got a little mark on it. But after we did that, we're kind of racing the sun. And we had probably less than an hour to find a spot. And the problem was, we were still a long way away from true national forest where we could get out there and do something. So we decided there was a town closer that had a Walmart. We were going to go there. So we did. And they had no overnight parking signs and something about a city ordinance. So we went down the road to a Cabela's. And they had signs that said you couldn't park. So I went in and asked them, I said, look, was it all right if we park here? And they said, no, the city owns the parking lot, and therefore they control it by the city ordinance. You can't park there. So we decided that they were all going to be like that. So we left town. We came a little further south to another little town, and there's it's not a truck stop, it's more like a petrol station, a gas station here, and it's right next to a Best Western. And we pull in, and the Best Western has got a big sign on the fence that says no overnight parking, but the gas station does not. So we've kind of pulled around the back of there, and they've got some parking here, and it very clearly says no idling, but nothing about no overnight parking. So we have pulled up here. The view's not too bad though. Let me show you. So this is our view out the window with mountains there. Now there happens to be a bit of a highway there. Hopefully it'll quieten down as the night goes on. But the view out to the mountains is actually not too bad. And then this direction is the actual gas station. And then the other direction is there's a fence, and then there's some actual apartments and stuff, and then there's a road down that direction. So it's not too bad of a spot if the road noise kind of quietens down for the night. So yeah, we're going to be here, and we'll see you in the morning. Well, good morning. We are on the side of the road, as you can hear. But
we're not stranded. Our vehicle's still working.
No, we just got up and kind of got ourselves organized in a slow fashion this morning, and heading to do more of an admin kind of day. We've got washing to do. I've got to go and pick up a package and all that kind of stuff, and then we're going to see what else takes us. But it's been a typical weekend for us in terms of going to a national park. Very limited in what we do. We just tend to drive through them because we can't do much else, because most of them ban dogs on the trails and that kind of stuff. So
I'd love to have hiked Glacier, and one day we'll get a chance.
But again, that's why we do national forests more than we do national parks, because then we can do whatever we want. So, but thanks for coming along with us, and hopefully you've enjoyed this brief little encounter through Glacier as we did. It was spectacular. We found that drive through the mountains were just amazing.
Really beautiful. The watercolors are so pretty.
Yeah, but again, amazing from the road. We'd like to do more, but we just can't get out into it as we would like to. But thanks for coming along for that journey, though. And as always, if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. It really does help us out, and we appreciate it. And we'll see you out there.
See you out there.